Yes, sir. That comeback, that get back, about to be serious. It's about to be serious. Big wins coming for your man, Steph. Yup. Big wins coming for your man, Steph. Yup. We about to give it in that Hellcat. Yup. We about to put it in that Hellcat. Yup. The wins coming in and they coming in fast. Hellcat about to be back on that ass. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, I said big wins coming for the Hellcat. Yep. Hopping in the Durango because y'all know what's up. About to get a new motor, tell you about it. Yo, what up everybody? It's Stefan here from Mod2Fame and we are back with another video. You guys are heading out with me. I got to ride out and do some things. But we finally got some good news. The last two videos been horrible. Talking about blowing up that Hellcat, but let's talk about it.
Hey, this is Luke from Steve White Motors. Good morning, Mopar Nation. So our friend Stefan from Mod2Fame had an engine failure in his Hellcat, and he is sort of desperate for an engine. I have an engine ready for him, but unfortunately it's probably not the horsepower type motor that he's looking for. So what I have behind me is a BGE Hellcat 392 fully forged motor. These motors typically are 1,000 to 1,100 horsepower, wheel horsepower motors. He's really looking for something 12 to 1,400, which is a little bit above this. In order to do that type of motor, you would have to have billet caps, a different rod, and a custom piston. But he's in a hurry, and unfortunately it would take 6 to 8 weeks for us to get an engine ready for him, simply because we have to order the pistons. This 392, this Hellcat motor will easily do 1,000 wheel, 1,100 wheel horsepower and sustain it. It's very similar to the engine we have in Big Red. I hope Stefan doesn't beat it up too hard. I know he's going to go twin turbo in his Hellcat, but here it is. It's almost ready to go. We've got some spare parts and an oil pan ready to go for him as well. And a few days he'll have an engine.
That's right, guys. You guys just saw that, man. Remember I said in the last video that I need the industry to come and help a brother out, man. I know that people in this Mopar industry watch the videos. It's no way possible that they don't, because customers hit them up and they be like, yo, I want this part that I saw in the Mod2Fame video. It happens all the time. And I appreciate y'all for that. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all supporting it, and I appreciate y'all wanting to have the things that I have and that I am doing. It helps the channel out. Trust me when I tell you. So y'all saw my man Luke from Steve White Motors. Man, we got in contact with one another, and I told him, I said, listen, word on the street is you got a built block ready to go. So I want to tell y'all a little bit about what's in it. I know I've been a little silly so far, just messing around, but that's just me being silly, having fun. I want to tell y'all a little bit about what's in this engine. When people say built or built bottom end, what they're referring to is most times the engine casing is the same, meaning the block itself, but the components within it are stronger. So usually it means, you know, some sort of an upgraded crank, rods, pistons, rings, the main studs, like all of those things are usually what's upgraded, and mine is no different. Don't listen to Luke. Luke is saying that this motor is good 1,000, 1,100 wheel. That Luke works for Steve White Motors, which is a great dealership down in North Carolina, and they warranty their motors, right? So if they sell you a built motor, it's under warranty that it's a good motor, good working condition, all that kind of stuff, because it's brand new and they put it together. That was a disclaimer, because he knows good and damn well I'm pushing this shit past 1,100 wheel horsepower. However, let me tell you what's in it to be able to support that. Let's start out with the block. As you guys know, I blew a hole in my block. There's a difference between different Mopar engines, right? You got 5.7, 6.4, and 6.2, which is a Hellcat. Why would the Hellcat be smaller in terms of the displacement? Why would they drop it from 6.4, that is the 392, down to 6.2? Well, What they did was when they dropped it, they kind of strengthened everything up by using smaller piston. That this way in a smaller crank assembly. It's the crank assembly that makes the difference, really. So it reduces it down from a 6.4 to a 6.2, but adds strength, right? And it's a good way to be able to do that and still save cost to mass produce it. In addition to that, there's also a difference between the 392 block and a Hellcat block. The Hellcat block has additional webbing and cooling passages to keep the motor cooler, right? So here's what Steve White Motors did. Here's what Luke over there did when he built this engine. He used the Hellcat block, right? So that you could have the additional cooling passages that comes with the Hellcat, the additional efficiency that comes with that block design. But since he knew he was going to be using forged everything, he actually built out inside of a Hellcat block a 392 or 6.4 liter rotating assembly. So essentially what this is mostly known as in like LS world or in other engine worlds is stroking it out, right? Because the displacement on a Hellcat is 376 cubic inches, and on the 392 is 392 cubic inches. Then the next step after that is 426 cubic inches. But all of those, the basic architecture of the block is the same. Only thing that's different is the size of the piston and the stroke, right? That's pulse. That's the only things that's different. So what he did was, because he knew he was going to add such strength to the rotating assembly with everything being forged, he knew he can go back up in displacement. So what that means is when I'm forcing a boost, what I can use less boost and get more power because of a larger displacement than the factory Hellcat 376 cubic feet, right? Or cubic inches. You have Molnar custom forged rods, because what I noticed is in these Hellcat motors, the two things that break are pistons or rods, right? The rods bend a lot of times under too much pressure, under too much boost, or you know, if it leans out, the rods could bend. Like, those are all reasons why it would bend. And then this engine also has Carrillo forged pistons, right? So these are very strong parts. Stronger rods, stronger pistons means that you could take stronger boost. And then what holds it all together are what's called main studs. It's how the rods are bolted to the crank. What we actually are using in this setup are ARP main studs. I know you guys know that I already have ARP head studs, which keeps the heads from lifting. In the same case, the ARP main studs keep the rods locked in tight on that crank, so that this way under boost, nothing separates, nothing lets loose. It can hold more of it. Here's where it really all comes together though, right? Because I'm gonna use my stock heads. Hellcat heads flow extremely well. But what I'm gonna do is, because I rev my car so high, what happens is you could get valve float. And what does valve float mean in the heads? It means that the springs are not strong enough to continue to rev that high, and the valves kind of just get loose, and what could happen is you could bend a push rod. So, thanks to my friends at Comp, thanks to the friends over at Comp, I'm gonna make another video on this explaining a little bit more. We are gonna use a turbo cam. They're gonna custom grind me a turbo cam, not just a supercharged cam or a stock cam. But remember, the cam that is in the vehicle now, or that's in the stock motors for supercharging, and we're going turbo, it's different. But we'll go in the next video, we'll go into more detail on that, because Comp is gonna send me the build, or the build sheet with all the specs of the cam that they decided to use and why they decided to use the numbers that they are. We're also going to use their upgraded springs for the heads, and we're also going to use their hardened push rods to avoid any bending or anything like that, or the push rods. So everything is stronger, right? The bottom end is now basically Hellcat stroked out to a 392 displacement. So a Hellcat stroked, basically, forged pistons and rods, ARP main studs, obviously better bearings for the crank. All of that is in this new short block. So what type of power are we expecting to be able to make on this setup? Now, Luke is right in saying that, you know, that disclaimer of, hey, 1100, you're good. Anything over that, you're putting it at risk. He's right. He's absolutely right in saying that, because in most cases, this is going back in a supercharged application. But I'm not doing supercharged. I'll explain more in a second. All right, guys, you know where I'm at. I'm over back by my guy, Mo, because you know we got to fix the bumper and stuff, so I had to come talk to him. But I figured this would be much more appealing to look at while I'm working, or while I'm telling you guys, than me just sitting in a car. So anyway, like I was saying, by converting from supercharged to turbocharged, you pick up so much lost energy, right? So basically, my car was making about, on kill mode, probably about anywhere from about 960 wheel to almost 1,000 wheel is what it should have been making with the setup that I was on. However, that was at about 20 pounds of boost, 20 to 21 pounds of boost. The twin turbo setup should make at 21 to 22 pounds of boost, or 20 to 21 pounds of boost with the turbo cam and this forged bottom end. That same amount of boost and energy should net about 1,200 wheel horsepower. So I'm going to be able to make an additional 200 wheel horsepower just from converting from supercharged to twin turbo. So therefore, yes, Luke is right in, you know, giving that disclaimer of 1,100, but that 1,100 wheel supercharged is going to be the equivalent of me being able to safely run about 1,300 wheel on twin turbos, because it'll require about the same amount of boost. To make 1,100 wheel horsepower on a Hellcat, figuring that it has some sort of a Whipple or huge Magnuson with nitrous, you need to make about 1,100 wheel, and that's usually about 25 pounds of boost. When I'm doing 25 pounds of boost on a twin turbo kit, that should put me probably at about 1,300 wheel, no problem. So I hope that helps and explains the difference and why I feel very confident that the motor that we've built is going to be more than sufficient for me to safely run at 1,300 wheel. Now, am I going to drive around at 1,300 wheel horsepower? Absolutely not. I'm not going to drive around like that. But I do want that option for when it's time for kill mode, when it's time to beat somebody up. I need that 1,300 wheel. That being said, it'll be a while before I can run my car at those levels. I'm going to probably have to run it between 1,000 and 1,100 wheel while I'm still stock transmission and while my fuel system is still dual pump versus a full 4 fuel return system is what I'm going to have to upgrade to in order to go to those huge power numbers. But I'm figuring so that I don't make my transmission explode, because I'm telling you right now, if I have access to that type of power, if my fuel system was there, I would definitely turn it up and I would probably explode my tranny. So, you know, I'm going to leave the fuel system as is. This way I know I'm limited. And, you know, 1,100 is going to be crazy, ridiculously fast. Ridiculously fast. So I'm super duper excited. That's why I'm singing at the beginning of the video. That's why I'm super duper hyped. And I just can't wait, man. I can't wait. But I do need to talk to Mo about this bumper real quick. So, God, yo, it's like Ben's day today at the wrap shop. They just blacked this all out. They did a full chrome delete, black wheels, all that kind of stuff. For those of you that don't remember, this is the shop that wrapped my Hellcat in that crazy Mods blue. This shop is sick. They do crazy work, man. I mean, as you can see, look at this design on this Camaro, bro. Bro, what the hell is this? What is this? What is this? Like, Is this like some sort of a digital print? What is this?
No, this is actually a clear print. It's laminate that we printed on it. So this is the original color, satin chrome gold from Avery. And we did a clear printed film directly on top of the satin chrome.
Oh, that's sick. So how many layers of wrap is this? This is 2?
Technically, some areas are 3, some areas are 2, some areas are 1.
The areas that you see black are 3?
This is 3.
Damn.
So we directly laid the laminate first, and then we put the black on top of the laminate, so there's no seams, or not that much seams.
So you got my call the other day, right? You got my text the other day about me messing up the car?
Yeah.
And you saw the picture of the back bumper?
I couldn't believe it. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not too bad, is it?
In terms of what, the bumper or the motor?
No, the motor?
Oh no, the motor is done, bro. It was a hole in the block the size of Kansas. It was huge.
I heard you're cooking up something. Bro.
You know that. You already know. You already know. So in this video,
whatever I heard you're cooking up, that's something different.
In this video right here, I'm telling them what motor we're putting in. The motor is already on the way. It'll be here in like probably like 2 days or so. So we're already good. You know me. I don't waste time, brother.
No,
I get right back to it. I get right.
The thing is, you stay positive about it too.
I have to, bro. Bro, when we ran into like little issues with the Hellcat, what was my attitude?
No, you were positive. I know.
We'll get it done.
Every little thing was positive. You have to, because with cars, if you're not always trying to think positive about it, it could hurt you.
That's it. That's it. All you can do is be positive and keep moving forward. And I have to remember and be thankful that thank God I'm in the position to remain positive, because a lot of people, if this would have happened to them, their car would have been done for the rest of the year. They wouldn't have been able to just, say, okay, let me get another motor and keep it going. And also thank God for people like you who are my vendors, because you guys, I already know, you already told me, just bring the bumper, I'll take care of it, right? Whereas I fully appreciate that, because I know that you wouldn't be able to afford to do that unless I was sending you business. You know what I mean?
Mod2Fame has been great with us, honestly. You guys have been, especially you, Stefan, you've been killing it with sending people over here.
Yes, sir.
Positivity about it. I'm sure the rap is looking amazing. It's
the rap is doing his job. It's doing his job. That rap is crazy.
You're there and you're pushing it, man. It's much respect, bro. So it's honestly one of those things that, I took a chance.
You did. You took a chance. You took a chance in the agreement that we had. We both took a chance.
Exactly.
And it worked out.
When things work out, it's just amazing.
And it worked out. So listen, speaking of chances, I'm pulling a car out of the garage this week to take it to the shop to do the motor swap. Do you think it's possible to send somebody to the crib, man? Or I could come pick up one of the guys so we can snatch that bumper off?
Yeah, they could take it off on the spot.
That's what I was thinking. Let's take off the bumper in my garage.
All right.
I don't want it to go to the shop with that burnt up back bumper looking like that.
When do you bring it to the shop?
Tuesday.
The problem is,
nobody's here, right?
dismantlers are off until Tuesday. They come back because of Labor Day. They're off.
All right. So we'll figure it out. Even if we do it Tuesday, I'll do it, and then I'll take the call Wednesday.
I'll see if I can work around it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
All
right, brother. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, guys. So you heard the talk. You heard the vibes, man. It's gonna be sick when this car is done. Mo is gonna fix the back bumper. I'm gonna have to order another Mo. I'm gonna have to order another valance for the bottom, because the valance kind of got warped from the heat and the hot oil. You know that valance on the bottom, like how I had the diffuser? I had it all nice and painted and pretty. Yeah, so we're going to have to send it to your body guy to sand it down so that we could wrap it. Because I still want to do the blue with the black. The bumper looks fine to me.
We'll double check that and make sure.
Yeah, if I got to get another bumper, I'll get another bumper. Whatever the case may be. Yeah, I don't think so.
Just maybe some repair, if anything.
Yeah, but you could take care of everything, right?
Absolutely, all of it. Yeah.
You the man, brother. You the man. Yo, guys, once again, you guys have killed it with merch sales. I don't know if y'all didn't know that we have a whole merch site, Mod2Fame.com, where we got everything from shirts, shorts, sunglasses, beads, hats, everything. So I appreciate all the sales that you guys have been sending our way. It really shows the support and really show that y'all behind us, man. And I really, really, really appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have no idea. And we'll keep it going. We're gonna keep this party going. I cannot wait. In the next video, the cam that we decided to go with and why we're choosing it, we're gonna have comp they're gonna shoot a little video for us, explaining a little bit, because I don't want to mess it up. But they know. Comp is the grandfathers of making camshafts. So super excited about that one. And then over the next couple weeks, man, it'll just be pulling out the motor, the old motor, assessing the damages. Hopefully my heads are not damaged at all. If my head is damaged, I already got a price for a new head on that one side. I'll order the head or whatever. But either way, within the next few weeks, probably I would say the next 3 weeks, we're gonna have the first startup on a built motor, twin turbo Hellcat. But until the next one, it's your boy Stefan here from Mod2Fame. Really appreciate y'all, all the love that you guys have been showing. And we out.